Yeah, I guess I could have actually said something in the Discord. My bad.
There she is. She's up. Come on, dog. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, this is a treat. Let's get this started. Welcome to Sonic Jam for the Gamecom. It's happening. A little bit of a quick backstory. I knew of this game's existence, but I'd never really seen it until RETROTHON submissions came out. And I'm reading the channel in Discord. An enemy mentions the Gamecom for whatever reason. I don't remember. And that made me think, you know what? I could look into Sonic Jam for the Gamecom as a new submission. And here we are. So let's get it started. You have 3 options on games. We are doing Sonic 3. I hope you enjoy interesting sounds. You also have 3 options on characters, but we're playing as Tails for a reason you're going to see in about 80 seconds. So let's go ahead and start this in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so the controls. Up, down, left, right, you have one spin dash button, at least that I have found. Spin dash in this game is not too bad. Going to jump here and try and conserve some momentum. So you'll notice this is very similar to Sonic 3 in terms of, you know, level layout. Maybe not so much the actual gameplay. Apologies if you do hear dogs barking, by the way. So, the reason we're playing is Tails. It's going to be very evident coming up. If you know how Sonic 3 goes, the start of it, because if you can't tell, this is Angel Island Zone, Act 1. We're about to come up to 2 double loops, and then immediately to a vertical corkscrew. Because this game is so well programmed, the vertical corkscrew doesn't actually work. The only way for us to get up is flying up. Because we're Tails, we can fly. Knuckles, to my knowledge, cannot grab walls, he cannot climb up. Sonic can't do anything, he can't climb up. Therefore, only Tails can actually beat this. So up here we have the mini-boss, as you're probably well aware of, this thing. Not much we're going to do here. As a matter of fact, there's not much I can do, my controls are now locked. And we just have to, you know, wait for this cutscene, and that was Act 1. Already. Yes, Act 1. So, we have 4 acts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, all of Angel Island. It pretty much splits them down the middle. So, suddenly we're done with that, and now we're going right. And we're going right. And we're still going right. And we're also still going right. And now we're finally able to jump. All that, and we needed a checkpoint after all that, because, you know, that's a lot to redo if you die. So there's not really much you can do in this game other than spin dash, jump. So, in terms of the speedrun route, which I've routed out, this, to my knowledge, is the fastest way through. It's just about timing jumps over things like pits here, not flying more than you have to. That enemy, sometimes I just fly into. Not a big deal. Springs are a thing, not a thing of glory in this game. So we're going to go ahead and fly up here because it's faster than taking those platforms. We won't really deal with much in the way of springs until Act 3. Unfortunately, they can stop you like that. This loop just doesn't exist, half of it. Couldn't tell you why. Maybe they forgot to program it in. And we're almost done Act 2 after, you know, a bonk or two. Just gotta fly on up here and head to the boss. So yeah, this game goes by very quickly. It's interesting, when I started playing it and brought up the idea in the Sonic Discord, yeah, everyone's thinking this is such a big mistake, why would you want to play this game? And honestly, I've come to enjoy this, as weird of a game as it is. Yeah, it's nice, chill, relaxing. The only downside, yeah, also a checkpoint there 3 seconds in. The hardest part about this game is honestly Tails' flight, as you can hear me, you know, mashing the button on the totally physical Gamecom I have. And you just sometimes don't get it. It appears to be a little timed. You don't want to just mash the button, because you won't get it. I'm going to take a little bit of safety right here, because unfortunately there's no rings on the route that I take here. Tails doesn't want to spin dash. Thank you. And coming up is an enemy that far too many times I've just dropped in on, flown in, and I don't want to do that. Looks like I'm not going to right there. I didn't jump. Okay. Tails fly. Uh-oh. So, yeah, this is what the bottom part of the level looks like. Hopefully that's all of it you're going to see. Because that spring... Oh, boy. We're going... Yeah, I'm just going to land and try that again. I heard a jump, but I didn't get one. There we go. And back on the path. Just a minor detour, no big deal. Still should finish well under estimate. Do have one more jump here before we actually want to head down to the bottom of the stage. Would like to land Tails. Can't actually blame Tails for that. That was all me. Yeah, you can see me when I crouch like that. I'm trying to spin dash, and just sometimes it doesn't work. Another set of double loops, and then we actually have a gap we have to fly across, much like the vertical corkscrew. Some things just don't seem to work properly in this. So right here, if I was to take that, I would not make it across this gap. So we have to do that, and now we've got a bunch of springs coming up. Now, springs are a bit of a pain in this game because of momentum. In case you can't tell, there's only so much moving you can do on them. The ones I just went to, not here, but prior to that, it's very easy if you don't switch your direction very quickly, that you're just going to fall all the way back down to the bottom again. So no tube in this game leading up to this, but we do still have the flying battery. This is when the level layout really takes a turn. How we're going to do this boss is just avoid it best we can, because if you're not careful, you can actually die down there. All you have to do is just survive to the end of this. It's the same length as it usually is. So we are now good. And that will be the end of Act 3. And that leaves one more act already. Gotta keep on running to the right. If you don't run to the right, the act actually won't finish, as I've learned. And on to the last stage, where we will get to see something new. Not new to Sonic 3, but new to this run I haven't shown off yet. Now we actually do want to fall down to the bottom a couple times. Because down here, we have the only instance that we're grabbing of Speed Shoes, and it actually gives you speed in this. Unfortunately, no music. Hope you weren't looking forward to Speed Shoes music. But you can tell we're actually going pretty quick. It's going to continue speeding up. Got to roll there, though, because of that enemy. And then one more jump. More than one, but right here. Nope, right there. Want to jump, fly across this gap, and we're almost at the boss. Once I get through that spring. It's hard to see, but that was a spring in the ground. So this boss can be a little tricky, as I learned one of my first times playing. The boss itself isn't difficult. Going to fly across this, because if you just run across that bridge, you're going to fall and die. But you want to make sure to kill him when he's over this platform. If you don't, the capsule that you will see can actually spawn off the side of the platform where you are not able to hit it. I learned this the hard way. So, 6 hits. I don't think I got one there, unfortunately. Alright, so we are not getting a 1 cycle. Fortunately, I did grab a ring. Yeah, it was only 4 hits. So I'm going to get the last 2 right here. Tails. Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, things just got interesting. Don't land in. And this is why my estimate was 15 minutes. So that's a thing that can happen. We gotta go back through the stage, because if you didn't notice, we didn't hit a checkpoint. Hope y'all wanted more Gamecom. So yeah, I'm trying to jump. Something that can happen with Tails is you take flight when you don't want to. That's something that can just happen in pretty much any Sonic game. It's unfortunate. It's not unexpected. So more going fast. That's right. The run wasn't on PB pace anyway. In case anyone is wondering, my PB/world record is 7 minutes and 48 seconds. And that was achieved with very little effort. Only a couple hours into playing this, routing it. So if someone out there wants to try and take it, by all means, go ahead. So, once again, jump over that bridge. You are actually good to run across the bridge very briefly, as long as you move off very quickly. Alright, so I'm going to try to time this. I'm pretty sure I won't do too well. Okay. Tails, why? Just get away. Okay. Oh my gosh. Tails doesn't want this to end. That boss is actually the hardest part of this run, next to Tails flying. In case you can't tell, you don't exactly have amazing movement. Once again, this is why I set a high estimate, specifically for this stage. Tails, thank you. I was trying to spin dash there, I promise. Alright, third time's a charm, right? Flying both across that gap and the spring that, nope, ran into it, unfortunately. Fun fact, by the way, about this game, you do have special stages. I was hoping to show one off here, but the way this has gone, I don't think I'll be doing that. It's similar to blue spheres, except you're getting black spheres. And with the, lovely frame rate, as I almost died there again, it's not easy to do. I have tried. I have not succeeded without save states. Okay. We're getting it this time, right? That's fine. Did I get him? No. Okay, one more hit. There we go. So now, where he dies is roughly where the capsule spawns, so you don't want to get the hit when he's off to the right, as I've learned hard. Let's hit the capsule there, not die. And there's time. Good, still underestimate. And that's where the game ends. No fancy credits, just congratulations, here's your final score. As mentioned, there are a couple other game modes in here. You have Sonic and Knuckles, and you have Sonic 2. Both of which I still need to check out at some point. But that's Sonic Jam for the Gamecom. Crazy that we actually just had this in a marathon. Might be the first time a Gamecom Games has been in a marathon. By all means, prove me wrong on that. I'd love to watch other ones. But that's all I've got. Coming up next, I believe we have more Disney games coming up. The second Disney block. Lots of great games in that. So stay tuned, and thank you for having me.